Hello and welcome to Slightly Impressive Vlog every day in April. My name is Grifter and it's April 29th. Alright, today's Would You Rather is, would you rather be able to teleport or be able to communicate with animals? Okay, so teleportation has obvious benefits, like everybody would love to be able to teleport like a mage. You could just go to work immediately, come back home. The only downside really I can think of is that you have to be sneaky about it, right? You can't just be the dude who can teleport. Like, you're not going to be able to just live your normal life. Like I've said about every superpower I've talked about in these so far. You're like, yeah, it sounds great, but you can't just start doing that all the time and not attract a bunch of attention that's going to totally change your life, right? So, you've got to figure out ways to use it as a convenience without everybody knowing. So, you could teleport, but you have to teleport to like a hidden location that's just kind of close by where you're going to be. So, also, you have to be careful about things like teleporting into a wall or something, right? Like, doesn't Nightcrawler from X-Men, isn't he kind of worried about that? Like, he has to have been there before or something. He has some kind of rules about what he can do. He can't just teleport literally anywhere. But I mean, I don't know how you would keep from, like, what if there's a person standing there, right? You would have to have locations scouted out ahead of time, where you see that it's an empty place where it's really unlikely that things are going to change around when you're not there, and there's not going to be somebody just standing there that you're going to phase into and, like, your bodies will meld or something horrible will happen. So it would require a lot of thought and planning, probably more work than just driving to work. So it may not be the best thing ever. I could like teleport into the kitchen to get a snack and then teleport back to the computer chair. Like I could get a snack mid boss fight in a raid and it would be great. Like sometimes you just run out of gummy worms at the worst time and it's like, man, if I get up, then people will know, or like we're fighting trash and I'm gonna fall behind, and just that's how I would use teleportation. Okay, so the other one would be talking to animals. This sounds great too, like the wild thornberries or something, but in reality, it probably wouldn't. This is just me raining on everyone's parade. This entire video series is just, let me choose between these great things by telling you how crappy they would actually be. But talking to animals wouldn't be like this fun adventure, I don't think. Animals are mostly stupid. Like, compared to humans, all the animals just aren't very smart. I mean, you've got like dolphins and chimpanzees and dogs maybe. And that's about it. Like pigs I think are pretty intelligent, which is horrifying because bacon is so good. But just, you can't, they're not going to be able to like say much. And it would be kind of sad to talk to your pet because like this personality that you have in your mind for how they are is probably not true at all. They're far simpler than that, and like I don't know how many animals are even capable of thinking in human speech. I know you can teach words to dogs, but if dogs could talk, like would they be able to learn very many words? It would probably take a long time, and I don't know what like developmentally for a human. I don't know what the human equivalent of a dog is. It's like a 2-year-old or something. I've heard for chimpanzees it's a 5-year-old. So, you know, it's kind of weird to think about. Like a 5-year-old human is fairly intelligent. I mean, they're walking and talking and thinking about things, right? And a chimpanzee just can't speak with their mouth. Like it's the only reason they're not acting like a human 5-year-old, and we can't communicate with them the same way, but they can learn sign language. So really you can talk to some animals if you really wanted to. But talking to any animals, like imagine talking to a squirrel. What's a squirrel gonna have to say? They're just like, nuts, I want nuts, I want nuts, I'm gonna climb this tree and get some nuts. Or, you know, like, your dog is probably just thinking, I wish he would feed me now, or throw a bone or something, I'm bored. That's all. I don't think animals have a lot going on in their heads. I think what I was saying is I think they think mostly just in feelings and instinct, right? So maybe that's how it would work. Like you can just communicate that way. Like you're just telepathic with animals. That would be pretty cool. you can have a bunch of animal friends that are just like having a bunch of really dumb friends. I don't know why that would be a problem. So, I'm gonna choose the animal thing just because I think it would be more interesting. I think it wouldn't be as much of a hassle. Like, the teleporting thing, I'd have too much anxiety about screwing it up, and I wouldn't want to go there. So, I choose communicating with animals. Let me know what you would choose, and if you have a would you rather that you think is worthy of the last one, which is tomorrow, then put it in the comments below, but no pressure. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.